Last game before the All-Star break, and I don't know about you, but Bradley Beal decided to turn on the motor tonight and create a comeback for the ages for Wizards fans. It ended in a dub. That's right, a 20-point comeback. Bradley Beal had 35 points, and he's not the only one putting up numbers tonight. We got a whole slew of Wizards players that contributed to the Wizards getting their 28th win on the season, now 2 games under 500. And, of course, we're heading into the All-Star break. Christy Winters-Scott here with Wes Hall. We'll be joined by the rest of the crew here in a moment, but, Christy, the floor is yours first. Your thoughts, and I'll tell you before she goes, energy was on 10 tonight watching this game. 10. Anyway, floor is yours. I'm sorry.
I said 10th gear, right?
Yeah.
The Wizards were fantastic down the stretch, just applying the grit necessary to win this game. They could have said, okay, we're down 20. Let's just fold it up. 1, 2, 3, Cancun, and let's keep it moving. No, this Wizards team had pride and character in this game to take that momentum and continue to build it. I credit DeLon Wright with his motor on the defensive end. He had 3 steals, but he was doing all the intangibles, okay? He was 5 of 9 from the floor, but he got busy. He got in the gaps. He got to the glass. He had 6 boards. So that's the X factor for me in this game. But overall, the team fought for this win collectively as a unit. And you heard Bradley Beal tell Megan McPeak, hey, listen, we said we didn't have the right energy to start this game, but there's still time to improve that. They came out and dug deep for this one. And you have to love that for the second half of the season after the All-Star break. The way they won this game on the road with guts and grit. Man, I love it. I'm still,
Yeah, you still riding the high. You talk about a team effort, though. A team effort. Corey Kispert in the first half, he had the hot hand, knocking down 3 or 4 from deep. And here he is right now, courtside with Megan McPeak.
Corey, you had a strong game in this one, especially from shooting-wise. Just talk about what it took with that second unit. You guys got the team back into this one.
Yeah, just keeping the boat afloat. Like, we went down early, they punched us in the face, and just doing what we could to keep the spirit in our team. And 48 minutes is a really long time, so if we stuck with it, we knew we could claw back.
You continue to adapt your game, whether it's learning and confidently putting the ball on the floor, attacking the rim, but as well, too, the confidence in the way that you've been shooting as of late. Just talk about how you maintain that mentality.
Yeah, never too high, never too low. Shots are going to go in, shots are going to miss, and it's the reality of the game. So believing in myself and knowing that if I miss one, the next one's definitely going in.
Brad gave credit to the second unit, specifically getting those 2 comebacks in this game on the defensive end. Just talk about the mindset you guys had in this one.
Oh, I mean, we wanted to end the first part of the season on a good note and go into All-Star break feeling good, but all the credit goes to Brad. He's been a great leader. He took over that game when we needed him and made some big-time shots. He's big nuts. I'm proud of him.
Corey, congrats on the win. Have a good break.
Appreciate it.
Well done, Megan. Chris and Drew, courtside in Minnesota tonight. Guys, I know we talked about the mental lapses that we hope to avoid before this break. Brad acknowledged it. Guys, what say you about the full 4 quarters that they played tonight, Drew?
I would say the mental toughness. I've been in that situation before the break, before season's end, that last game of the year. It's hard to lock in. It's just hard. You're thinking your mind is somewhere else. And if you're playing on the court, it's that much harder because you have a job to do and carry out, and that ultimate job and objective is to get a dub. And tonight, with the Wizards being down 20 points, I thought, and I looked at Chris, and I said to myself, it's going to be one of those nights that we probably won't see the starters in the 4th quarter, and there's going to be a blowout in the Timberwolves' favor. But guess what? That was not the case. It started in the 3rd quarter, not letting go of the rope, cutting the lead down around 8 to 10, couldn't get over that hump. But 4th quarter, Kyle Kuzma was 5 for 25 at one point, shot a 3 to give the Wizards a 1-point lead. And like he said, even though I'm, 6 for 21, it didn't matter. I still got it done for my team. And those shots like that come up big. And Bradley Beal was Bradley Beal down the stretch. DeLon Wright continues to make big plays. Denny Avdia picked up the scoring load in that second unit. This was a total team effort tonight. I loved it.
With 1:14 remaining in the game, Washington got their first lead, and it was that 3 by Kyle Kuzma. And then everybody's talked about Beal, right? 4th quarter, he was amazing. DeLon was terrific. Wes Unseld did a hell of a job. These coaches also, they get abused. People talk crazy about them. He did an excellent job of managing this game tonight, figuring out we still got some fight left in us. Christy, you're a coach. When Brad came back into the game, you could tell Wes Unseld said, you know what, go close the game for me. But if you look at that pattern between about the middle 3rd quarter to when Kyle Kuzma hit that 3, that's a hell of a coaching job by this coach.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And, to make and to trust the moves that you're making, especially down the stretch like that, that was an amazing coaching move. It's chess, not checkers out here. You have to trust that your players have the fire in the belly. He trusted Bradley Beal in that instance to come in and change the flow and the energy of the game. And he came in and did that. And then everyone else followed suit. You love to see that kind of experience in Wes Hall Jr. Only his second year here as a head coach, but listen, he trusts his teammates, and he trusts his teammates. I'm calling everybody a teammate, okay? Coaches and players are on the same page when it comes to that. So you have to be able to really revel in that moment, especially when you have this long break coming up for the All-Star break. But I love that Wes Hall Jr. made the moves that he did down the stretch to allow the team to follow their leader in Bradley Beal. He's their vet. He's the one who's the 3-time All-Star. He understands the assignment, and he wants that. 35 points, a season high tonight for Brad.
Shout out to Brad for that. Guys, I'm curious about something, because in the first half, you had 2 Wizards scorers in double figures. You end the night with 6 of them in double figures. 3 of them hit 4 or more threes. And my mind goes back to those back-to-back nights where we were giving up 19 and 23-point leads. Drew, was this a night where we saw the wisdom applied from the lessons that we had to learn, those tough lessons earlier in the season?
I'm going to keep bringing those 2 games up forever. Until I have this, as long as I had this job, I'm going to bring those 2 games up because it haunts me. Because we sat there and we watched it and we was like, how could this happen? Especially to a team that we know is capable of putting teams away and having games like we saw tonight in this second half. But what I like is the dub, no matter how they won it and what type of fashion they came out on top. I'm proud of these guys. This reset will be great for this team to heal the injuries and just get a mental reset and hit that mental reset button and come back refreshed and rejuvenated. I'm excited on what's in store ahead.
Guys, that's why I had the Indiana Pacers game as my favorite game, because they responded to that second half surge by the Pacers and didn't fall victim to giving up their lead. I think that changed the course of their season, and I think it helped tonight because they knew that they could dig in and find the wherewithal to get the job done, and they did that.
To that point, Chris, we mentioned the minute and 14 seconds in the fourth quarter. I don't think people can really appreciate the value of holding on to a game till that late in the fourth, the ability to believe that there's still a chance. What say you? Because obviously you guys were there in the arena. You saw it happening in real action in real time.
Again, I'm going to give this coach his flowers. When they went to that zone, what happened?
Yep.
Kyle Anderson got a couple floaters to go down, but getting into the passing lanes, deflections, using their size to their advantage on the defensive end, allow them to come back and then let Bradley Beal be a closer. Let Kyle Kuzma, with 1:14 remaining in this game, hit a 3 to put them up for the first time in the game. So again, the game within the game, the strategy I saw once they went zone, and you were talking about it too, it's allowing now you offensively to get into your bag. And multiple times Bradley Beal hunted Rudy Gobert on a matchup to get to the cup or a snatchback pull-up 3. That's when you can believe in your leader. And you heard Corey Kispert tell Megan about that, or just giving the ball to Brad and everybody just get the hell out of the way.
Drew, not only are we applauding the offensive output of this team, including big dunks from Gaff like that right there you're seeing on your screen, but this Wizards team had 13 steals on defense, Drew.
Yeah, and guess what that led to? 27 fast break points that we don't see. You know, the Wizards are not the fastest team in the league in transition because they can't and they don't get that many deflections and steals. But when they have nights where they get 13 steals and you got guys like DeLon Wright active in those passing lanes, multiple guys active in them passing lanes, easy offense is created.
Guys, I'm going to do you both a favor, and I'm going to let you steal some seconds back for your life. It's time to go on vacation, gentlemen. 1, 2, 3 Cancun or whatever. 1, 2, 3 don't call me, whatever you want to say.
1, 2, 3 man cave. I'm going 0 dark 30 for about 72 hours.
Hey, 1, 2, 3 Florida first. Let me at least get my bags. Let me get my bags repacked first, Wes.
Guys, enjoy your trip. We appreciate it. Safe travels until we see each other on the other side of the All-Star break. Always a pleasure.
Great win, guys.
Indeed, the dub for the DC. Now, let's go to head coach Wes Hall Jr., who's going to talk about that dub.